Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing something a little fun and different. So you may notice my wardrobe first and foremost and wondering, why are you wearing Little Witch? It's not Halloween yet. And I was actually wondering what to wear for today's video, but I realized that we're going to be looking at something super scary. So we actually have to be wearing this ensemble today because what we're looking at is just really going to terrify all of you. So this is not a Get OTT with me video. This is not a Lolita Tips video. This is just going to be an old-fashioned, very fun video where we clown on DevilInspired a little bit. That's basically what the gist of the video is. So for those of you who are not aware, DevilInspired is a reseller brand. They sell or they resell Lolita products, dresses, things like that from Chinese indie brands, Taobao brands, and they just made it a little bit more accessible for people to buy dresses and such if you can't navigate through Taobao. Sounds fine, right? Well, no, not fine. Now, DevilInspired actually has like some very questionable history. They are known for like releasing personal information of people who give them bad reviews. They're known for just being very unpleasant to buy from in general. The customer service is not great. They do not communicate very well, if at all. If you have a problem with something, you're most likely going to get an answer that's not to your satisfaction. And oftentimes you will get your items very, very late, and sometimes you will not get them at all, or you'll get something completely different than what you ordered. So DevilInspired does not have the best reputation amongst Lolitas. Some people still choose to buy from them, and it's your money. You can do whatever you want. Regretfully, I am not your mother. I cannot tell you not to buy from DevilInspired, but there is a whole list of documents of people who purchased from them and not been happy about it, and they're just not very popular amongst the greater Lolita community. They're much more popular amongst people who are not super into Lolita, and the video is going to really show why. So we're just going to really start and just kind of go on their Instagram page and just kind of take a look at what they're all about. Like I said, I've made a video before in the past about DevilInspired and how I am not their fan. I don't particularly care for them, and there's just several reasons for that. And the main reason that I really don't care for DevilInspired is because they're one of those brands. Okay, there's a weird looking plushie on the screen. Don't want YouTube to nuke me for that one, so I'm gonna scroll up for a second. Anyway, so DevilInspired, they're one of those brands that they will label things as Lolita that are really just not. Like, they really are like, I really have a problem with these like brands, websites, companies, groups of people who will just label things Lolita that are not Lolita at all. Like, now DevilInspired is getting a little bit better at this. They used to label like a lot of things Lolita, and it seems like they're kind of trying to pull away from that. I don't know if it's because people have been calling them out on that, because I have seen that as a thing. I've certainly called them out on that before, which again is something I'm going to get into later. But I really just don't like how they will label things as Lolita that are really not. So I really just kind of wanted to go through and see, are they getting better about this? Like, have they continued to do this, or are they no longer like that bad anymore? So we're really just going to kind of jump right into it. I just want to kind of want to see what we're working with here today. So first we've got this big black and pink polka dot stripe pattern double skirt, big bow. Now, it does say Sweet Lolita Fashion. It doesn't just say it up straight, say Sweet Lolita. Now this I wouldn't really have a problem with. Looking at the way it's styled, and by the way, I have no problems with, of course, any of like the models or anything. They're just models, clothes. We're just clowning on DevilInspired themselves as a brand, but this one I would kind of give it a pass. This, to me, it can go for Lolita. I could see, the styling, the way the model is styled. It's not, that far removed from Lolita. Clearly, there is some sort of petticoat or something going on. We have the cute purse, the shoes, the socks. So overall, I would say, this is probably fine. I don't have a problem with this one. So this one is Lolita Coord, and so I don't know. I don't know. This one is not really giving Lolita to me. This doesn't really read as Lolita. It looks like, I mean, clearly the model is wearing a petticoat. Like, clearly it is. Like, there is some shape under there, but like, I don't know. This one is confusing to me. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think of this one. You think this one is Lolita? Let me know, because the shape is not there. Like, the petticoat is there. And sometimes there is, like, a large, like, big space. Like, there's no, like, singeing in, which, if there's no waist ties, obviously that's when you expect, which this one does have waist ties. So, it could be Lolita. It could be. I'm not sure. You guys, like I said, tell me what you think about this one. This one is not labeled Lolita at all. It's more or less just labeled Gothic, which I would prefer, which, yeah, this one's not really labeled as Lolita, so I don't really have anything to say about it other than the fact that it's a cool looking dress, but they're labeling it as Gothic style. It pretty much looks Gothic to me, so we don't have to worry about this one. Once again, this one is being labeled as Gothic. So one thing, this is something that I said I was going to bring up. So we have a commenter here. This is a public comment. I don't know if we need to like censor this person's name, but this person said, "Your designs are so pretty. Could I perhaps draw someone in one of these dresses? And if I tagged it, have credit?" So I guess they're saying if I could draw this and give credit to DevilInspired, blah, blah, blah. And so I tried to comment to this person. I said, they don't make these dresses. They're resellers. Most of the things they sell are from Chinese Taobao brands. And I can't post it. I can't reply. So like, the DevilInspired blocked me. You know, I can still see the stuff and whatever. Like, I don't know how blocking works on Instagram. I really don't use Instagram like that. But like, did they block me, or is this could be this person's own personal settings? Because there have been people who have commented on my photographs, and I've tried to reply to them and say thank you, and I can't reply. So like, maybe it's this person's personal settings. But like, if this is DevilInspired, I feel like whenever I try to reply on DevilInspired, I'm not able to, because this is not the first time I've tried to just like alert someone that DevilInspired does not make the clothes. They're not the ones constructing these. They're generally taking them and reselling them from other sites. So I just wanted to let the person know you don't really have to give credit to DevilInspired specifically, generally speaking. And that's just one of the things I don't like about DevilInspired. Like, even if they did make this dress, like, the vast majority of the things that they make are not their own creations, and they make it very, very hard to find the brand. Like, even on their own website, if you go to their website, they have always made it very difficult. I don't know if it's changed recently. Last time I checked, it's still like not very apparent on every single release who made it. Some of them there are some where they have the name of the brand, but others it's like they just don't want to credit the proper like designers of the dress, which is like, why is that such a why do you not want to do that? Do you want to like give the impression that you're making these? Or, like, I don't see the point. Every other reseller almost has no problem putting the brand designer of the dress. So I really don't know why DevilInspired doesn't want to do that, but needless to say, I couldn't reply to this person. So if that person is by chance watching this video, DevilInspired does not make most of the dresses. They're resellers. So if you're going to credit anyone, I would try to credit the original designer of the dress. Just throwing that out there. Okay, let's do the doll. They don't really care about the doll. So another Gothic dress, not really worrying about that. Another dress, more or less just labeled as Gothic, so not really worrying about that. Okay, so this one is definitely labeled Lolita Core, non-Lolita. So I've talked about like these little like niche brands of Lolita subcategory, substyles before. So non-Lolita. Okay, so I think non-Lolita is a valid substyle, but like it has to be style Lolita. Like you still have to be giving off some degree of Lolita, because otherwise, like, why is it not just like none, like on its own? Like, why is it Lolita? So looking at this, I'm not so sure. Now there are longer skirts in Lolita every so often, like especially for Gothic, so none would qualify as something that could have a longer skirt. And I don't wear none Lolita, so I'm not like the spokesperson for it. But I'm just not sure about this one. Like, again, you guys in the comments, if you wear non-Lolita, let me know. Would you qualify this one as non-Lolita? Now, this one I could see. This one, because I can clearly see the silhouette. I think I could go with this one. You know, I could kind of, like, get by the theme for this one. I'm just not sure about the longer skirt one. I know that, like I said, there are longer skirts in, like, Classic. Some Gothic has longer skirts. Some Sweet, of course, does too. But usually you see in Gothic and Classic. But I'm not sure about this one. So let me know in the comment section below. Would you guys say this is Lolita Core, or would you just say that this is DevilInspiring? So these are just some shoes. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so this one is interesting. And this is not a new dress. I'm pretty sure I've seen this dress before in, like, blue. They're labeling this one as Fairy K. This is Fairy K. I'm not, again, an expert in Fairy K, but as far as I'm aware, Fairy K is generally like very, very pastel, very bright colors, very much like Sweet Lolita, but again, without the required, like, you know, silhouette. You don't really need like a petticoat or anything for Fairy K. You just usually wear just like a lot of nice pastels and things. So I don't know that I would call this Fairy K, like very theme, very core, I guess. I really am not the core thing. It just seems like core is like when you want to get something, you want to squeeze something into like a certain category of something, but you don't want to actually say it because you don't want anyone to call you out. So it's like, oh, well, it's not fairy, but it's very core. But like, is this Fairy K? Like, this is very dark. So I'm not sure that I would call this Fairy K, but if you wear Fairy K, let me know what you think about this one. I'm a little confused. I don't know if I would call this one Fairy K. Here we go. The coveted May Lolita. May Lolita is honestly speaking, I'm sorry to be that person. It's just really not a thing. Like, if you want to wear like a cute maid costume and just like dress up like your favorite anime waifu, there's nothing wrong with it at all. But I really don't get this desire to try to push it off as Lolita just because you have a petticoat on or you have the silhouette. Like, it's really not like Lolita, in my opinion. Like, it's really just like a costume. Like, I really think that we need to be separating the two. Like, cute costumes are okay and Lolita is okay, but like labeling maid Lolita is I'm just not about it. Like here's a comment right here. Can maid Lolita pass for old school Lolita? No, of course not. Old school is very, very specific. It's like there are like people who try to pass off classic as old school, and like the hardcore old school leaders will be like, no, it's not the same thing. Like old school is a very specific look to it. It is certainly not maid costume. Like, I mean, come on. Like, is this like a little cute little dress here? But come on, this is Lolita. Like, really? Like this is, come on now, guys. This is not like, just because you design something to resemble dresses that are worn in Lolita, it does not mean that it's Lolita. Like, come on now. Like I said, it's a cute little outfit, but Lolita, May Lolita, I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. Sorry, I've said it here first. I'm not really gonna change my stance on that one all the time. Now, this is something that I can approve of DevilInspired doing. Kawaii fashion. Kawaii. Just label most of these things as kawaii. Just label them as kawaii fashion. Why are you so desperate to call them Lolita? This one, they did not label it as Lolita because it's clearly not. I mean, obviously this is not Lolita. This is just like cutesy type clothing. Like, no problem at all with that. Just don't label it as Lolita. And they do that just far too often. Here's another one they're labeling as Lolita Core. So again, it's a longer skirt. It has a little bit of the silhouette there, but honestly, I would just say this is like a pretty elegant looking dress. Like, corsets are not uncommon or unheard of in Lolita, but like, I'm just not sure if I would call this one Lolita. Like, okay, it looks very sort of gothic with the crosses, sort of classic, sort of like with the stained glass windows at the bottom. Like, okay, cute, but like, I don't know, like, I don't really see anyone clamoring like, oh my gosh, ooh, churches, so Lolita, right? I don't know about this one. I'm not really seeing Lolita here. I would just call this a pretty like fancy, elegant dress. Like, as you can see, like, this is not really something that you can, I mean, you can, like, there are certain like blouses that you can wear under it, like this nice one with the like thing at the top. Like, you can wear a blouse with it, like, for sure. But like, I don't know, like, all of these, like, most of them are styled with a blouse, a very nice blouse as well. So I mean, I don't know, if you would classify this as Lolita, I would love to hear why. I personally would probably say it just looks like a pretty dress to me. Like I said, I don't know why you have to put Lolita on everything, but maybe I'm missing something here because I don't tend to wear these like classic gothic pieces. So let me know if you would call it Lolita. Here's another one that they are labeling as Lolita Core and also elegant dress. Again, it just looks like a cute dress to me. I'm not sure that I would say that this is Lolita. I'm sure that it could be if like this one, like if I were to just see this by itself, there's no way that I would say that it's Lolita. Like, you would have to be styling it a specific way for me to say that it's Lolita. So again, I get why they're using the hashtag Lolita Core, because maybe they're not saying it's straight up Lolita, but hey, I'm styling it in a way that could be. But like, I don't know, for me, I'm just not really seeing it. Like, there is headwear, but it's not like the headwear we're typically used to seeing. You know, there's shoes and socks that look nice, but I don't know. I'm personally not the biggest fan. I wouldn't say this. So continuing on, so here we have one of their, they really like putting these like videos of people dancing. I really don't know why. I imagine they have to have a TikTok account. So this is the same, I believe it is the same, just as before, with the butterfly one we saw before they were labeling as Fairy K. Now they're labeling it as butterfly dress. I don't know why they've decided to not be Fairy K anymore, because I'm going backwards. So these are older posts than the ones we saw earlier. So is the first one that's really dark and gloomy Fairy K, but this one not? I don't know, I'm really confused. Anyway, let's continue on. So the exact same dress, now they're labeling it as Lolita fashion. And fairy dress, Lolita dress. Again, we do see a silhouette there, but otherwise, the rest of the styling is not screaming Lolita. Yeah, there are some accessories on, but like, you know, we're not seeing a blouse here. I don't think this is a dress that's really made to be worn with a blouse, so I'm not sure about this one. That I would say, I like this dress. Like I said, this is not a new dress. I've seen this dress before, or like at least a very similar dress, like a butterfly themed dress. I've seen this before. I can't remember what brand it's from, but I have seen it before. And even then, I would not say that I think it's Lolita. I just don't think it is. Like, just because you have a Lolita silhouette does not mean that what you're wearing is Lolita. Like, just because you have a petticoat on or some sort of petticoat silhouette, hoop skirt silhouette, it doesn't really mean that what you're wearing is Lolita. It's just like I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but like I don't see this as Lolita. I really don't. It's cute. It's cool. I would like it. I would wear this no problem. Like I said, I've seen this just before. I kind of wanted it in the past, but I was like, I'm kind of glad that I decided against it, at least at the time, because I really would have nothing to wear with it. Nowadays, I could see myself owning something like this, but I don't think that I would post it into the Lolita subreddit and say, hey guys, new Coord. Like, I don't think I would do that. I'm not really seeing this one as Lolita. I really just don't think it is. I think this is DevilInspired once again, just trying to take something that looks vaguely similar to the look of Lolita and trying to just like confuse people. Because like I said, most of the people who follow DevilInspired and comment on DevilInspired pieces are not people who are like super into Lolita. Like some of them are because of course they are DevilInspired likes to sponsor certain people. Like they'll have a lot of Lolitas on YouTubers. Lolita YouTubers are sponsored by DevilInspired and will like frequently like wear their dresses, which all the time are not often Lolita. So I understand why like Lolitas might be following them and might be recommending them, but like again, another perfect example right here. Not something that I would label as Lolita. I don't think that this is Lolita. It's a very cute, very pretty, very elegant dress. Is it Lolita? Not to me. I just personally don't think so. Could it be styled as Lolita? Probably. You could honestly probably get away with calling this one Lolita core. I could see it. But generally just the way the dress is designed, I wouldn't say that it is, but you could probably style it in a Lolita way. I'll go with that. I could have seen this one, tagging this one as Lolita core, and I probably wouldn't be bothered. Every time I try to compliment DevilInspired, they just come back with this. Like, what is this? Why is this one labeled Lolita core? This one does not have anything. This is just straight up a costume. This is just straight up a costume. This is a cute costume. I don't really have a problem with it, but like the elf ears, the super short skirt, like the socks are like you know what the socks are giving. They're not giving Lolita. You know what they're giving. They're cute. You know, we like that, but this just looks like an anime costume. Like the teeth, the fake teeth. I can't. I really just can't. Like there's no way anyone in their right mind thinks this is a Lolita. It's just not. It's just not. It's not. What Lolita is this? What Lolita is this? DevilInspired Chi? Is this Chi Lolita? Really? Is this what you're going with? It's just a no for me. It's just I'm sorry. Like I know there's gonna be those people. You just don't want people to have fun. You just don't want people to wear whatever they want to wear. You can wear whatever you want to wear. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care about girly here wearing this. She looks fine. She looks cute. She looks like she's wearing a costume. She's not wearing Lolita. She's wearing kawaii costume. It's not Lolita. It's just not. It's just not Lolita. The skirt is way too short. Yes, there's a petticoat under it. I can see it. It's too short. The stockings are not Lolita. Like you can clearly tell that these are not intended for Lolita. None of the rest of the outfit has anything about Lolita on it. This is clearly a costume of sorts. Like they're clearly trying to like capitalize off of this like zombie type of. I don't know what they're called. Like I guess they're like Chinese zombies. Like she kind of look like Chi from Genshin Impact. Kind of that kind of look. So, you know, there are lots of costumes like this. I've seen many of them before, but this is the type of thing that I'm talking about. When DevilInspired labels this as Lolita core, in any universe trying to associate this with Lolita, this is when I have a problem. When you have a person wearing elf ears and fake vampire teeth, this is where I have a problem. This is just, I just can't. I just can't. Like, why? Shoes, fine. I just can't. This one, another very pretty dress, but you have the angel wings on. Like, there's clearly a costumey aspect to this. Not that you can't wear angel wings with a cord if it suits, but like, I don't see what about this is Lolita at all. I don't see why this is even remotely being labeled as Lolita core. It's just a very pretty, elegant dress. It's not Lolita. It's just not. Like, why can't things just be? Can we bring or what is it? Make pretty dresses not Lolita again? Can we make just pretty, elegant clothes not Lolita again? Like they're not Lolita. They're just not. Can we make Lolita great again? And then it's not this. All of this extra, all of this nonsense. It's just not Lolita. Cutie to peg, Lolita shoes, whatever. Again, Lolita core for another church. We love seeing churches on dresses. It's super Lolita. I think it's the same dress as before. Like I said, I'm not 100% sold on this one. You can style it in a way that would pass as Lolita, but I wouldn't really say that it is. Plush doll. Again, non-Lolita. I'm not sure about these non dresses. Like I said, I think non-Lolita is a thing. I'm just not sure that I would classify this as it. But if you were none, let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not a big fan of the nun stuff. Again, just something that they're labeling as kawaii fashion. And this is kawaii. Okay, kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of want this. This is kind of cute. Looking at it, this looks super cute. It looks very cozy, very warm. I would wear something like this totally, 120%. But would I call it Lolita? No, obviously not. But it is very cute. It is very kawaii. I like it. This is Lolita core. I mean, I guess you could say maybe it's like country. I can kind of see this country Lolita. I guess I could see this one. Maybe. Or like, what do they call this? Like cottagecore, maybe? I'm not sure. It kind of looks more like cottagecore to me. But if you were like to say, to style it a certain way, I think this could maybe pass. Yeah, I'm gonna need the comments help on this one. I'm not sure. I don't think it's like an egregious case. I could see it for like the country styling. So you guys are gonna have to let me know your takes. That one's fine. I really like selling like Harry Potter stuff. I don't know why, but they seem to like that. Okay, so G-Rai-K. G-Rai-K is a subgenre of kawaii fashion. So it's like, you know, Fairy K, Sakura K. They have G-Rai-K, which is kind of like a more like edgy, girly kind of look. I think it's sort of like supposed to look like sickly or something like that, if I'm understanding it correctly. Not Lolita, it's its own thing, and they have not labeled it as Lolita. They've labeled it as G-Rai-K Landmine, so it is fine to me. I wouldn't look at this and say G-Rai-K though, but I know what G-Rai-K is. I guess this counts as it? I don't know. But it's not Lolita, so I have nothing to say about it. Costume. This one is Lolita Tea Party. Okay, so we have a bunch of girls wearing costumes. This one looks Lolita to me. The rest of these are costumes. Some of them are Lolita, I guess. It's cute. These are cute. The kids are cute. The girls are cute. But like, see, this is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like, so many of these times, they will label things as like Lolita Party or Lolita Fashion Show. I saw another post a while ago where it was like Lolita Fashion Show, and like I think you could say like I think it showed like 3 or 4 outfits, and like I would say one of them was Lolita. It was basically like just like this. Like they have just these very cute outfits, very cute like, but most of them are costumes. Like come on, like most of these are clearly costumes. Some of these, yes, you could say that they're Lolita, but like the card captor Sakura, like oh, this is clearly a costume. Like that wig is not a Lolita wig. This is cute. I would say this is fine. These two in the back, like clearly wearing costumes here, clearly with the cat paws, like clearly these are costumes. I don't understand why they can't just say cosplay party and there are Lolita there. Like, it's just like the fact that they refuse to distinguish. Why are we calling this a Lolita party? This is clearly more of a costume party with Lolita adjacent type of styling than it is a Lolita party. This is definitely not a Lolita party. It's much more of a costume party, and I don't know why they can't just distinguish that. This looks like a saddle pad, so this looks fine to me. It's labeled as overalls. So yeah, I just see this as a saddle pad. No problem with this one. Just hat. Not really worried about that. Mermaid skirt. They're not labeling it as Lolita, but they're labeling it as EGL. I mean, EGL is Elegant Graphic Lolita, so when I see EGL, I'm expecting, you know, Lolita. Clearly, this type of skirt is not Lolita. It's a very cute skirt. I'm not a huge fan of like closed-in skirts, like pencil skirts. Like I'm not a big fan of those. Like for me, not for anyone else. Like on me, I don't like wearing them. I do like these though. I like the mermaid skirts, like with the little slit on it. Like this blue one, I love this. It's very pretty and elegant to me. But I don't know why that you would label it as EGL. Maybe the overall look. I mean, even the overall look to me doesn't really look EGL to me. I mean, this is another one of those things where you guys in the comments are gonna have to educate me on this one. You gotta let me know. Am I off here? Is this some kind of way EGL? It is pretty though. I do like these looks. I love this girl on the end here, and all of these. I love all of these. So here we have another thing labeled as Lolita core. Maybe it's supposed to be like kind of steampunk-esque. I don't know. Overall, the general look is okay to me. Like the skirt length is pretty standard. She has on them. Looks like a blouse. Looks like a headwear. The socks and shoes. You could get me on this one, but what would you call it? Would you call it like steampunk? Because I don't think this is classic. I think a lot of people call like brown tone colors like classic. I don't think this is classic at all. But I don't know how much people like think steampunk is like a Lolita style. Maybe this is just steampunk. Maybe it's not Lolita at all. Maybe I'm completely off. Maybe it's not steampunk at all because steampunk has like again that brownish look. So maybe I'm just labeling incorrectly. This is clearly like just a detective theme. So I don't even know if I would in any universe say this is VGL. So I'm not sure. I don't know. If I saw someone posting this on the Lolita subreddit, I would probably say that it's not Lolita. See, this is what DevilInspired does. If it's on DevilInspired's page, I'm inclined to at least somewhat consider the possibility that it's Lolita. Whereas if I saw it in the Lolita subreddit, I'd just be like, no, like I'm sorry, cute costume, no. So yeah, we're gonna pass this one. Pom Pom Purin. I just say this is kawaii fashion. Again, they're calling this Lolita core for some reason. Now that I'm looking at it like in the videos, I definitely don't know why they're calling it CGL. It's just a pretty dress. It's not. Yeah, I'm not seeing the EGL here. Pretty dress, very, very gorgeous, very elegant, lovely ladies. Lolita, not sure. Like they've labeled it prom dress. I would go more with prom dress than Lolita. Heels. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is common in Lolita. They're both wearing KCs. This is probably a Lolita dress. This one looks fine to me. Yeah, this one looks fine. Again, the Harry Potter stuff. Oh, this is fine to me. Yeah, I would say this is okay. It doesn't outright, because I'm looking at it like really closely. Like it doesn't like. It's not what my first thought of Lolita would be, but it looks fine to me. The skirt is a little long though, but it's not that long, and you can clearly see the silhouette. So I would say it's okay. Let me know what you guys think. Makeup, just a cute dress. One of those like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks like one of those like very, very low quality Taobao dresses. Like usually this is like baby Lolita's first dress. Like this is the design of the characters. I don't know if you guys have noticed. A lot of the like very cheap Taobao dresses have this very like similar aesthetic to like the little bear characters on this dress. So it's kind of what I'm guessing this dress is. But overall I don't have any egregious comments. This one is being labeled as Lolita core. Why? It's just not Lolita. It doesn't have the silhouette. I can tell that they're trying to poof it out a bit, but like I don't see this in Lolita. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why they do this. Korean K-pop. What? They always try to do this too. They always will be like vaguely wearing something that Jennie from Blackpink has worn, and we'll label it K-pop. Like, what are you saying? Please stop. This dress looks familiar. Yeah, I think I've seen this dress before. I think it's okay. I think sometimes they style this in a way that is a stretch. Like they try to push it as like a clown Lolita thing, which is not a thing. Clown costumes are not Lolita. The way it's styled here looks okay, but sometimes dresses like these, they try to really like push the clown thing, and it's not the biggest fan. The maid outfit, stop calling it Lolita. It's not. It's a maid costume. Please stop. Please stop. I'm triggered scrolling through these pics. This is just a very simple, very basic maid costume. It's not Lolita. Please stop. We just saw this one, I think. Let's find me. Harry Potter stuff again. Trying desperately to capitalize off of some K-pop nonsense. They are just really trying to get the K-poppies in here. Whatever. I kind of want to scroll down a bit because we've just been like looking straight ahead. I kind of want to scroll down a bit and see if we can just see any other like just blatantly egregious examples of something they might be trying to. Please don't tell me they call these kids Lolita. It's the little tea party thing. Once again, they are calling it a Lolita fashion show. I mean, it looks fine. These dresses look fine. They just look. Then you bring up the cat paws and the cosplayers, and it's just like, why is it just not a cutesy event? Like, what does it say in the back? Summer Fairy. This is clearly somewhere in China. Summer Fairy. Like, it looks like this is just like a little fun, little like fairy themed, costume themed party. Like, I don't see this as Lolita at all. But like, hey, someone clearly does because they want the views. Let's take a look at this one and see if this is another thing they're calling. They're calling this one Lolita core again with the wings. And I don't even inherently hate wings on dresses like Coords, but like, it's clear what DevilInspired is doing in that they're clearly targeting people who have no idea. Like something like this. Like this is alt fashion. but they're also labeling it as Punk Lolita, and I don't know why. I don't know what this is. It's just not Lolita at all. Very old dress. You guys have probably seen this. I have this dress, not this exact dress, but I have this dress in my closet. This is Ichigo. What's the name of that brand? Strawberry Miku, Ichigo Miku. This sailor themed dress, and a lot of there are a lot of this very like same style of dress, but very old school dress here, sailor style dress. Very much a my first Lolita dress. Here we go. The circus core, the circus vibes, Lolita core, EGL. I don't understand this desperation to associate circuses and clowns with Lolita. It's a cool look for sure. Clearly a lot of thought put into the design of the dress and the whole ensemble. Coord. It's still a Coord, it's just not a Lolita Coord. It's not a circus. I don't know. Can someone please explain to me the obsession with clowns and circuses and making that Lolita? Can someone? I've never understood it. To this day, I don't understand it. I'm just confused. I'm a boomer. Please educate me. I am a boomer. I don't know what the kids like these days. Let me see this one because I feel like this is something that was Lolita. And of course, no surprise they are. I mean, this very long thing at the back, like very pretty, very elegant. The type of thing you'd want to draw your favorite anime waifu in. Lolita, I wouldn't think so at all. Like, it's just not like just the whole look of the dress, the tool train, like they said. It's just not Lolita for me, and I don't know why it is to other people. This one looks kind of. I would give this one a pass. I just think everything they do, they style things in a very costumey way. Like, even if something were to look perfectly fine as Lolita, they just make it look so costumey. Like, you have a Hatsune Miku cosplayer here. Fortunately, they're not calling it Lolita at all. But they sell so many costumes that people think that it is. Like this very pretty dress. Again, they're labeling it as Lolita Core for some strange reason. I have no idea. More like again, these are very cute. They're calling it Kawaii Core. I don't know why they can't just call most of their stuff Kawaii Core. This is Kawaii. I would wear this. Kind of want this. I'm mad that they never put the original brand name. Or I can go on Taobao and try to find this. Stop doing this to me, DevilInspired. You know I want some of these things. You know that I don't like you, but you know that I will buy it from someone else. And you refuse to put it on there. Okay. I was just very curious if they were somehow going to try to, like, label this as something about Blackpink. Because I remember Jisoo in, like, what was that song? Kill This Love. She had on like something on her face, and I just wanted to see if they were gonna like make some sort of like comment about K-pop and try to get the K-poppies on it. This I just wanted to see the print because it's a very cute print actually. I want to see it up close because I like it. I like the look of it. I am a sucker for pastels. Every time I see something that I kind of like, I just have to like jump on it. Like, what are they labeling this? Punk fashion, punk style. Not Lolita, obviously, but like, I just want to see how they're like labeling. Like, in general, they're getting better. They're not labeling everything as Lolita. This, I feel like they're trying to push it as Chi, which maybe I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Han. They're labeling it as Han style. Because I do wear Chi. I actually like Chi Lolita, and it kind of frustrates me personally, which is probably gonna sound hypocritical after this entire video. People try to say that Chi and Han and Wa are not Lolita because they can be. They can, if styled properly, they can be definitely like Lolita styles. I don't see anything inherently wrong with this one. I guess because I'm not seeing it on a person, but I guess it's fine. I have to see this one. I have to see Gurumi Core Kawaii fashion. Just label as Kawaii. I just like this picture. It's very cute. Like these cute type of outfits. I love them. I'm about them. I would wear them, and they are appropriately not labeling them as Lolita. Thank you, DevilInspired, for every so often doing your civic duty and just labeling them sweet style, daily wear, perfectly cutesy, kawaii. We love to see that. Why can't they just do this for everything? Why can't they just do this for everything? I have half a mind to think that they think they're just not going to get attention unless they label this as Lolita core. They're saying this is Han style? Is it really? I mean, I guess the hair accessories are. The skirt kind of looks it. I'm not sure though. I kind of see the little details on the shoes right here, so I guess I kind of see where they're coming from. But I don't know. It just seems kind of like Han adjacent. I don't even know if I would call it like, because Han Lolita has like a specific, like very elegant look to it, and this seems kind of like a combination of like cutesy with like Han influences that has like a petticoat. I don't know. My mind is genuinely starting to hurt. I can't tell what I'm looking at anymore. I'm getting manipulated. DevilInspired is getting in my head. I can't tell what I'm looking at anymore. I genuinely have no idea what this is. I'm sorry. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I think this is Cinema Roll. Again, yeah, like cutesy dress, very cute. I like the colors here. Cute, looks cute. Not living in as Lolita, so I'm gonna get out of that one. We'll look at a couple more. I don't think there's too many more that I need to look at. This one they are calling Sweet Lolita. I have absolutely no idea why. It is very cute. It looks very fun. I mean, I feel like a lot of people like, and one of the problems that I don't have is I don't make dresses. A lot of Lolitas like make dresses, they sew and stuff. It's like the construction of the dress, like the construction. It's just not Lolita. Like, we're putting aside that she's not wearing a blouse. I am not the blouse police. I don't care if people don't want to wear a blouse with their coordinates, but like, it's just not like the make of the dress. It's just not Lolita. And they call so many things where you can clearly tell that the construction of the dress is not Lolita. You have this girl here wearing elf ears, and they're calling it a Lolita cord in the tags. This is not a Lolita cord. It's not. It's not at all. It is not. It is a very elegant dress that you're wearing as a costume. This is the thing that bothers me the most about DevilInspired. They make everything into a costume. Everything has to be costumey. I'm like the Kuromi ears. I don't even mind the Kuromi ears. I would like Kuromi ears, honestly speaking. I would genuinely wear Kuromi ears with coordinate. I would. But they make everything look so costumey that they try to like blur the lines between Lolita and not Lolita. I saw this dress like a while ago when I was scrolling through DevilInspired, like 2 weeks ago, I guess. And this was the reason that I wanted to make this video, because I did notice that they did not label it as Lolita. They did not. They labeled it as ballet core. Every kind of core in the book. So like, it was just like they just sell so much stuff, so much costumey stuff, that anytime anyone looks at this, like, even though they didn't tag it as Lolita, someone is going to be looking at this, and because they post so much Lolita, they're going to look at this and think that it's Lolita. They're going to look at this and think that that's what that is. And they're going to say, well, they sell Lolita, so obviously if it's on their website, it has to be Lolita, right? Not even like looking at, like, most of these are like just costumes. Like, this is like Snow White core, Princess core. Like, that's what they tag this, Princess core. They're just costumes. They're just cute costumes. They're just cute outfits. And they label them as fairy dress, princess dress, and then they squeeze in Lolita core on the side. And so you're just like, you're just confusing people. Like, because people don't read. People do not read. I read through these comments a lot, and so many people do not read the comments. Like, they look at stuff like this, and they see punk fashion, punk style, and they think that they think alt and Lolita, alternative fashion and Lolita, they think that they're like the same thing. And they're just not. They're just completely different things. They're very cute. They're just different things. And like, it's like no one wants to just be different nowadays. I'm looking at this because I kind of want it. I'm so mad that they sell so much stuff that I want, and they just try to do this. I knew this was gonna be Barbiecore. I knew this was gonna be Barbiecore. DevilInspired tried extremely hard to capitalize off of the Barbie hype, the Barbie movie, because a lot of Lolitas went to see it. A lot of Lolitas were into it. A lot of the kawaii core community went to go see it. No surprise at all that they're labeling this as Lolita core. Like, the pink that I was seeing on this Instagram page when the Barbie movie came out last month, it was crazy. Like, it was all over the place. But like, I think we've kind of like gotten the gist. Like, here's another example here. But I think we've kind of gotten the gist. I remember seeing this one too. Was this for the Barbie hype? Yeah, this is definitely for the Barbie hype. They just do so much like stuff like this. They will do stuff like this, and no, they didn't label it as Lolita, but someone is going to see this and think that it is, even though it's not. And someone posted this in the comments. I see this. Hey, can you start giving credit? I love to follow the original creators too. They don't do that. They did not make this. This outfit has nothing to do with Lolita. It has nothing to do with DevilInspired. They didn't make this. They're not in any universe having any like ownership over this. And people just see this and they think like that this is Lolita, and it's just not. And it's just frustrating to like be a Lolita and for people to just not know. And it's not their fault, by the way. I'm not saying that it's their fault. It's DevilInspired's fault, and that's why I'm clowning on them, because they will have stuff like this and stuff like this and stuff like this, and every so often they'll have an actual real Lolita dress in there, and they'll have this Chinese costume that they're just straight up labeling as EGL fashion. They're not even trying to pretend that this is anything else. They're calling this costume, it's just Lolita Coord, like just Lolita Coord, just EGL fashion. When it's not. It's not Lolita. It's just not. It's just straight up not Lolita, bro. It's just not. Bruh. This is such a bro moment. I can't take it anymore. That's the problem. They have so much of this other stuff, and in between this, I can't. This is me right now. This is a personification of everything that I am right now, except this girl should be doing like this. If she was doing this, this is me right now. Because they have just so much Lolita, and they are just confusing people who are interested in Lolita and are interested in the pink Barbiecore hype. And they're seeing this, and they have no idea what they're looking at is not Lolita. It's pink and it's pretty, and they think that it's Lolita. Now again, they're not tagging it as that all the time. They're making it clear that this is like Barbiecore or whatever that means. Pink, if you have a lot of pink, it's Barbiecore. But they're not specifying just straight up that it's not Lolita. And that's generally what the general gist of this entire video was. So yeah, I just want to clown and DevilInspired a little bit, because they just frustrate me. They just frustrate me in so many different ways. Like, it's really not hard, and I think we're gonna end it off on this one because it's very pretty in pastel and I like it. It's very colorful. But yeah, this is kind of just... No, I want to find something cuter. But yeah, this is kind of just what I wanted to do today. I just kind of wanted to just goof on these uber goofballs who just will take... I'm going to end on this one. This is very pretty. So they would take a very pretty, gorgeous dress like this, and at the end of the day, look at the tags. EGL fashion, EGL community, and it's an Alice in Wonderland costume, which is why I wanted to stop on this one, because there are a lot of Alice in Wonderland themed dresses in Lolita, like Alice trump cards, the whole thing is very common and popular in Lolita. But there is a difference between like a Coord themed around Alice in Wonderland. Oh, look at the little cute bunny, look at him, he's so cute. And like a costume. So like, and this one I don't even think is like a poorly made or constructed dress. I think this one, like I said, could pass for Lolita. But it's because they have so much other stuff, all that other stuff we looked at, just sprinkled in and littered around about here, that people get confused and they genuinely cannot tell if something is Lolita or not Lolita, because this website, this brand, their whole thing is Lolita, EGL, and costumes, and Chinese stuff, and Harry Potter, and fashion show Lolita Core, and Barbie, and Barry Kay, and all these other just words that are going to get them attention on social media. And that is why, to this day, and I hope this video sort of reinforced why I don't like DevilInspired, and why I am more and more and more frustrated every day, every waking minute, that they do not tell me the brands that they're stealing the stuff from. They're not stealing, but, you know, reselling their stuff from, so I can actually go and support the original creators if I so choose to. So that is going to be the end for today's video. Like I said, it was just more of a like fun, like kind of goofing on silly brands and their nonsense. Let me know if you like this type of video, if you want to see more types of videos like this in the future, or you want to see something similar. I'm always ready to have suggestions from you guys. So thanks once again for joining me, and let me know in the comment section below. Would you classify some of those as Lolita, or am I just being mean? Am I just being a bully? Am I just being a Lolita gatekeeper? Am I just being, you know, stuffy and boring and a boomer? Let me know in the comment section below. Comment boomer if you think I'm being a boomer. So that's gonna be it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.